What is going on, guys? Welcome to Happy Hour Live. I'm Dave. I had to wear pants because I'm at Disney Springs. And how's that for a backdrop, right? I actually drove down here, and thought this would be a good place to possibly be able to do a little later live because everything is so lit up. So I don't have the perfect lighting, but you know what? It's not bad. Look at that right there. Uh, Now I don't remember the name for the balloon right there. You can actually ride that, and I'll have to look into it. I don't even know what the cost is to do it, but let's say hi to everybody real quick, and we'll see what everybody has been doing. Merry Christmas, by the way, before I get too far. Can't say it enough. I hope that you guys are with family and loved ones, and your shopping is all done. Hopefully your shopping is all done. So just putting out positive vibes for you here. But I want to give X Fired Up, Crackerbox Pals. That's Bill. I said hi to him earlier. He's in the house. Sassy Pants for you. That's Miss Jen. Quiet night tonight. We have Dawn. Where's Dawn? I saw Dawn right down there. Dawn joined us right at the minute there. So you know what? I did film getting down here, and I was going to put together a video of getting down here, and I forgot a cord for the GoPro to plug it into the laptop. So I guess I'll have to throw that video together for next week. And who knows, maybe come back down here to Disney Springs and do the live from here next week. Because this is actually really good spot. I'm kind of liking this, but how you doing, Don? Hope you're doing okay. I didn't even look. Is tonight supposed to be? No, we have another Sunday. So the 29th after Christmas will be open mic night. And so look forward to doing that. I didn't think so, but I figured I'd just double check real quick. Oh my gosh, it has been. You know what? I'm wearing a coat. If you can see, it is a little chilly. Not bad, and certainly not as bad as some people out there, the Eskimos out there in the world. That it's cold. So yeah, Don's going good. Glad to hear it, Don. Did everybody get all of their Christmas shopping done, or do they still have more to do? I'm just throwing it out, asking for a friend. So, you know what? I've been setting up and getting ready. I've actually got my tree all set up, and back at Winter Garden is where I'm actually staying at. Been a nice stay there. I can't complain. Can't complain. Don's doing rap. There you go, Don. And yeah, on this channel we say Merry Christmas. Yeah, absolutely, we say Merry Christmas. So shopping is done, but making is not yet. Bill, you and Missy are makers, so yeah, you guys are probably still working on them. So hopefully you get those done soon. That would be good. That would be good. Oh. Well, so real quick, I want to throw it out there on the fantasy football. If you're doing the fantasy football thing, or even if you're not, I want to give credit to our winners last week. I didn't have a live last week, and I thought I'd throw it out there and just say and go over the fantasy football and just say congrats. Let's see if I can find that here. How about We are in the playoffs. There we go. And right here, Sassy Pants for you. That's Miss Jen. The big winner is moving on from 8th place, guys. 8th place takes down Life with Lenny. That's Miss Angela. She was holding the number 1 spot, and this is sudden death. So these winners will go on to this week's games, which we'll move up to that here in just a second. But Dawn Wandering Stars right there, taking the win over Lenny, Life with Lenny, and Flying Monkeys. Now that's in-house right there. Howard and City, HC Carefree Highway, Smoke Eaters taking a loss to Miss Cindy right there, Flying Monkeys. And Cowboy Biker Adventures and Gary dueled it out last week. Gary taking the nod and the win. So Sassy Pants for you, Wandering Stars, Don, Flying Monkeys, Cindy, and Oblong Balls, Gary. Congrats from last week. Moving on to the semifinals here. Now this week, this is what we have going on this week. And the winner of these games are going on to the Super Bowl. So Sassy Pants for you coming up from 8th place, playing Don Wandering Stars. Don is he was a champion here a few years back. So still lots of playing to do, but it's not looking real good for Miss Jen. Don seems to be taking the lead here. So Flying Monkeys and Gary dueling it out. Looks like Gary has got a little bit of an advantage right now. So we'll see how that one is going to play out. I'm looking at the projections down here, 131 to 157. So we will see. The winner of these 2 games will go on to the Super Bowl. So there you go. The consolation games for this week. These are consolation games. Miss Angela, Life with Lenny. She was our first place holder for the longest time. Right there is it looks like it's taking the win over Lenny right there. And Smoke Eaters and Cowboy Biker Adventures, again, these are consolation games. Looks like Howard has got an advantage over Dawn. So these don't finish up. Best of luck again. These right here. Let's see if I can. Where is? Well, I don't see my playoff. No, I don't see my playoffs here. So, all right. Well, good luck to you guys. Anyway, I wanted to get that out there because we had not talked about it from last week. So, Dave, you have and many different free boats. Have you rode in any of the free boats? No. Literally, this is the first time coming down here to Disney Springs, and I thought it would be cool to do that for Happy Hour Live, and actually it is. So I'm probably going to plan on doing it down here next week as well, but we will see. So I plan on kind of filming all the free things that you can do down here at Disney. And in the free boats, I have not done yet. So, and if you can see, I don't, let's see if we can tilt it down. You can see the water back there. that is where the boats are now. As I was walking over here to do the live, I saw one of those little miniature cars that was motoring around the lake, and I'll tell you what, that looks sketchy. That just looks sketchy, but it's still kind of cool to see a car go into the water. They have a whole collection of them here, and they do tours. You can get in the cars and just go for a tour in the boat. I don't know what those cost either. Might have to look it up and see. So I do have Disney planned, and that will I've got a few days planned at Disney World. So looking forward to it, including one of the after dark or evening Disney trips into Disney. Looking forward to making that happen. I will be filming it, and oh my gosh, is it really around $150? Well, I guess if you have old cars like that you drive into the lake, you got to make your money somewhere. I don't know. I'm looking forward to getting done with that. And luck had it yesterday morning. I sat down with my coffee. Now, guys, I'll tell you what. One thing that I have learned about Florida is making reservations. It seems to be a full-time job here, and I just happened to try the Florida State Parks. Parks in the Key West area. Now, I have been trying to get a reservation down there for a year. It is no joke trying to get a reservation for the Keys down there. And I think I got 3 or 4 parks down there. And I had one in particular, Bahia Honda, that I wanted to get into yesterday morning with my coffee. Just as I refreshed the page for a second time, it popped up, and I managed to snag 7 days at Bahia Honda and 3 days at John Pennekamp. So I will be going down there and making that happen. So I was absolutely thrilled to get the reservation down there and look forward to getting down there. So I had no idea how hard it is to try to get reservations down at those state parks down there. It's just insane. So I feel lucky. So I did a little bit of, so just to fill you in, last week, and I went down. I had Gary from RV Living Life contacted me. He was having trouble with an RV technician that didn't want to work on a stair job that he had there. And I told Gary, I said, you know what? I'm only about an hour away from you. Let me jump in the truck with some tools. I'll go down there and we'll make it happen. So Gary fired the RV tech, and I got down there. We managed to knock it out, and Gary and Carol fed me dinner that night, and it was great. But one of the things that I got out of that deal was I started looking at the stairs that we were pulling off of Gary's rig, and those stairs had a problem, and it was a motor issue, as it turned out. Bead Trapper is in the house saying Merry Christmas. There you go. And Merry Christmas. So, yeah, Don said that 20 minutes in those little cars, 1 to 4 people, $125. Well, you know, if you could get 4 people together and split it, that might be a doable thing. Anyway, well, my stairs off of my coach have been bent for years, and they don't go all the way up. And so I went ahead and I grabbed those stairs from Gary, brought them home, cleaned them up, and mounted them up. His stairs are perfectly straight. And now that I fixed the motor on them, they work perfect. So basically doing a little recycling with Gary's stairs there. But let's see if I can show that real quick. Here you go. What is going on, guys? All right, I have a project today. Now my stairs have seen the better part of 20 years, and you can see they're kind of bent and they have been straightened several times, I promise you, including rivets falling out, and I've replaced them with carriage bolts right there. Well, the other day, Gary from RV Living Life gave me a call and said, could I help him get some stairs installed for him? And we installed some brand new stairs on Gary's rig. And I was looking at the stairs that we took off, and I said, you know what, I may want those old steps. And here's what we're dealing with right here. Took some measurements. They are straight. I measured the rise of this cross link, the rise here to the bottom of the pan. It's gonna go straight on to mine, no problem. Now the problem that he was having was that they wouldn't always go all the way up, and I can relate. Let me see if I can get my stairs to go up here. Flick a switch right there, and that's the same problem I have with mine. And the problem is when they don't go all the way up, now they can drag if you're going over uneven surfaces, and that's how they get bent up. So I saw this as an opportunity to at least get some newer stairs that are used, but I don't think it's going to be a problem cleaning these up, and see if I can't get some new stairs underneath the Endeavor myself. Pretty cheap too. Thanks, Gary. I appreciate the stairs. I appreciate him letting me keep these. These things are not cheap, so I knew that I needed to get it done. I knew it was something that was in my near future to replace, so this just works out perfectly. But before I do that, I need to scrape off some of the paint. You can see there's a lot of rust, a lot of wear. Nothing's real bad, it just needs to be cleaned up. And I'm gonna go over this thing with a wire wheel and see if we can't clean it up. And I'm gonna go after installing it underneath there. All right, I'd much rather be out exploring Florida, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity, so I'm gonna take it. Now I have one of the most common colors that I pick up is semi-gloss black. And if you haven't used semi-gloss black for just kind of touch-up painting, those black items, you should try it, because it is a really good match for your black plastics, your paint, like right there. Yeah, you can touch up really easy with the satin or semi-gloss. All right, so we got the stairs painted up, and I gotta go after getting that out. It is late in the day. I probably started this project a little bit later than I should have. So I don't know if I start, I may end up finishing it tomorrow. We'll see. It is the next day, and I just got this stair all wired up, and I already tested it, but I figured I'd show it to you on camera. Feels good to have a step that works again. That is beautiful. I will take it. And couldn't be at a better time. Here comes the rain. Here comes the rain. So there you go. I'll be posting that video up and getting that out there tomorrow. But I like to show a little bit out there. I saw Gary dropped in. Gary and Carol, I want to tell them thanks. It was great coming out there to see you. And Gary just kicked out a video on was it Tranquility Lakes? It's a new Encore Park out there. That's where we went out there and did his stairs. And I'll tell you, that's a beautiful park out there. Gary really did a good job getting that video out there. So go check that out there. And so hope to see it in a few. Yeah, there you go. Absolutely. We'll get out there. We'll definitely get out there and see you guys. They're not very far away now. You guys were down there at Tranquility Lakes. I had never heard of that park until I went down there and saw it where you guys were at. So yeah, glad it was good hanging out with you guys. And Miss Carol, good cook. So I will take it. That was great. Thank you. Let's see if we can get that off of there. There we go. So the park where I'm at, I will show that on a little bit of video that I've got probably coming up for next week. And because I did video coming down here, and I plan to throw a video together of getting down here and getting set up, including going through security. And it's no joke trying to get into this place. There is security coming in here. You got to go through the metal detectors. I actually brought my backpack that I had my laptop in, and they pulled me aside and wanted to go through the backpack and check everything out. So there you go. So you are up in the cold weather, Dave. Come south. You are not that far south of me, Gary. I happen to know it's cold down there too, relatively speaking. Cold for Florida. So, but otherwise, I hope that everybody is ready for Christmas. I think we're going to probably end this one at 30 minutes. just because I have somewhat of a drive to get home, and I've got things I've got to try to get done too. But I didn't want another week to go by without getting a live out there. So again, the 29th, the Sunday after Christmas, will be our open mic night. Well, hopefully we can have everybody who wants to come on and talk. It's something that I look forward to. So, and otherwise, I'm going to be kind of taking in Disney Springs, including filming all the things that you can do here. I know that Dawn mentioned it earlier, but all the transportation options here at Disney are free. The buses, the monorail, the boats, and there is such a thing to the locals here as a monorail pub crawl, where they actually get on the monorail and go around to the different resorts, and go to the different bars, going around. Totally free except for the drinks. The drinks are not free. So I will be requesting a check is in the mail, Gary. Check is in the mail. So I don't know if I will be doing that, but it would be kind of fun to get on there without any pressure of needing to go into the park or needing to see anything. Just coming down and spending some time going around. Also, point of note, Disney World coming up. I do have tickets already, and I'll be doing a evening, what do they call it? Disney After Dark. Basically, it doesn't start until 10 p.m. and goes to 1 a.m. And I will be doing that for the first night. Well, the day of that, I will be kind of going over, if you remember my parking hack with the RV and taking it to all the places at Disney parking. I will be updating and doing another parking video with the coach, because I do plan on using the coach for parking. I do plan on going in there, and I look forward to kind of seeing if you can still pull off the parking hack for the RV. If you don't know, just a little brief about it. Parking is $30 here at Disney World in your car. Premium parking, you can pay $55 and they will take you to a special place where you can park, and it's closer to the gates. Now, can you come here with an RV? Absolutely. And here's the cool thing. For $35, it's $5 more than the regular parking. You actually, in every one of the instances when I brought the coach down and paid the $35 for the coach, I got as good as or better parking than the premium parking that you pay $55 for. And what's more, I had the coach right there at the gates going into the park. If you wanted to take a break, if you wanted to go out and eat lunch, if you wanted to take a rest, you could go out there. You can pop out the walls. They give you plenty of room. You can pop out the walls. You can enjoy the coach being right there at the gates going into the parks. I look forward to doing that again and filming it once again and see if all of that, if you could still do all of that and for the same price. You know, it is about 4 years later. Price on everything has gone up, but so, don't tell people that, Gary. don't tell people that. No, it was you. If you know the stairs, and Gary knows the stairs, there's only room for one person down there working on those stairs, and you guys did plenty. You guys did plenty. Holding it, making sure it didn't fall on me. And no, even Miss Carol joined in on the deal. So Yeah, that was a group effort as far as I'm concerned. So, but I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Fantasy football, Gary, that I did cover a little bit earlier. I said congrats to you and to all of our winners from last week that are still in the playoffs. I'll just recap here, see if, oh my gosh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. So this week, Sassy Pants for You, Miss Jen going against Dawn, Wandering Stars, and Flying Monkeys, Cindy going against Gary at Oblong Balls. And those are our four teams that are in the playoffs. The winner of those two games will go on to the Super Bowl. Looking forward to seeing that, and that will be next week. Next week is the final week of fantasy football. So it has been great having everybody this year. Gary, this is your second year, and I got my hats off to you. You guys have been working hard for it, so I'm glad that you're enjoying it and having fun. So the worst part is I did make you work. I made you wait for happy hour until we were done working. Yeah, that's not a lie. That's true. Gary kept wanting to drink through the job, and I said no, we can't. There are OSHA violations there if we're drinking on the job, Gary. So we can't do that. So finally, my time stepped in. Glad to have you here. Is football still on Sundays? Yes. Football is still on Thursdays. I think there was a Saturday game this week, Sunday and Monday next week. I do not know. So um, I don't know what the plan. I know everybody will need to get their teams taken care of early because I believe Christmas Day there is a game. So if you're in the fantasy football, I'm not. Here's the thing, I run the damn team, and I've been sitting out the last couple games because I'm way down at the bottom. Everybody else is better than me. So Miss Bonnie is there too, and we don't get to play. So you guys, you guys, we're gonna have to work something out. I should always get to play. I don't get this. I don't get it. The interesting thing though, Gary, I talked about it earlier, is Miss Jen taking out Angela for the number one spot, moving up in the playoffs. That knocks Angela out of the playoffs, and they're playing consolation games this week. So it is really going to be up to you four teams on carrying it through to the Super Bowl. Whoever wins Tuesday, that's who's going to the Super Bowl. So we'll be updating everybody, and congrats, guys. It's been a fun year. So we'll see how it goes. Good luck to everybody too. Bill, beer for breakfast always precedes happy hour. No, not when there's a job to do, Gary. No, 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 no. Yeah, no, that's not true, Gary. It's no, 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 no. You think of it this way: if you were on the West Coast, and think about how early happy hour is happening if you're out there on the West Coast. So think of it that way, Gary. Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this one up, and we will see you guys next week. Looking forward to it. Have a good Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. There you go. All right, guys. I think they're gonna get the last word of the night. We're gonna see you guys next week. Take care, guys. Bye bye. I didn't expect to be video bombed. There you go. There you go.